Coming up, fair voting activist Stacey Abrams is teaching students to be cautious at the polls this election. And later, with the temperatures getting colder, the UI Health Fair will let you know how to stay healthy this holiday season.
Men's basketball kicked off their season last night in an exhibition game against Lindsey Wilson College.
We got a first look at the new faces of Iowa basketball.
More for you in sports.
We have a common theme with this week's forecast, and I ain't even mad, bro. Stay tuned for weather.
All that and more coming up on this Tuesday morning edition of DITV News. Don't go anywhere. We start right now. Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Lauren Varell. Political activist Stacey Abrams stopped in Iowa City to spread her fair voting message. The former Georgia Democrat House leader was the guest of honor at the IMU last evening, where she taught students about the importance of fair voting in America. Abrams is the founder of Fair Right 2020, an organization focused on keeping elections free and protecting voter rights. Fair Fight is working hard to combat voter suppression in America before the 2020 election. Abrams made history back in February, where she became the first African-American woman to deliver the State of Union response. Last night's event was organized in partnership with the Iowa League of Women's Voters and honored the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote. The 2019 UI Health Fair is coming up next week and is open to all students. DITV reporter Melissa Meter stopped by the field house to tell us all the details for the event.
The 2019 UI Health Fair, a healthy tailgate, will be on November 6th from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. here at the University of Iowa Fieldhouse. The fair is being put on by the University of Iowa's Human Resources Live Well program to celebrate the health and well-being here on campus. The fair will be giving out flu shots, free health screenings, and door prizes. There will also be over 40 virtual programs attending, as well as representatives from UI Benefits, UI Health Plans Office, and more to answer questions about the 2020 benefits enrollment. Reporting live from the University of Iowa Fieldhouse, Melissa Meter, DITV News.
That's right, staying healthy during these very, very, very cold temperatures is very important. I'm going to toss it over to Tavash in the weather studio with more on those temperatures.
Thanks, Lauren. Fall weather is hitting its stride as we see morning temps hovering right around freezing point with clear skies. As we move to tonight, the clouds will roll in, but expect temperatures to stay in the mid-30s. But let's take a look at the 5-day. This week looks as bland as unsalted potato chips sprinkled on top of plain mashed potatoes. Sunny or partly sunny skies line the week with the temps reaching the 40s for the most part in the early portion of the week. However, a cold front will move in during the tail end of the week and cool us off to right around freezing point. So it's safe to say there's nothing to report here, so I'm going to go back to my morning hot chocolate. Lauren, back to you.
The University of Iowa held the 2019 Multicultural Talent Show, showcasing and celebrating the many cultural identities of University of Iowa students. This event was presented by the Campus Activities Board and the Organization for the Active Support of International Students. The talent show had 16 different acts that showcased talents and performances based on cultures from around the world. The showcase offered prizes to competitors, including $500 for the first place performance, which went to the NPR dance crew. Over 400 people came to celebrate campus culture and talent. Local business Caring Hands and More opened up a new Iowa City Care Center to provide services for all ages. Previously providing home and clinic services for elderly and adults with disabilities, the new care center has expanded their care to children along with increasing the services they currently offer. Founder Bruce Teague credits their inspiration from a similar facilities in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Teague said, quote, "As far as we know, in 2017, when visiting Milwaukee, there was no other facility like this in Iowa. We fell in love with the concept, fell in love with what they were doing, and wanted to bring a portion of that back to Iowa City." End quote. Their care center will be one of the only spaces in the state to offer multi-generational care and service. Well, multi-generational care and service, I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to sports now.
Thanks, Lauren. While it was only an exhibition matchup, Iowa men's basketball shined in their first game of the season last night at Carver Hawkeye Arena.
redshirt freshmen CJ Frederick and Patrick McCaffrey were some of the new faces that made an impact throughout the game, with Frederick scoring 18 points on the night and McCaffrey with 12.
And Iowa shot 55.7% from the field, sinking 12 three-pointers.
Along with this stellar offensive performance, Iowa's defense forced 16 turnovers and held Lindsey Wilson to only a 34.8 shooting percentage.
The Hawkeyes were able to win comfortably at home, 96-58.
New faces tonight. Now we go for keeps. You got a veteran group coming in here Friday night, and you got to turn right around and play on Monday. So they're coming quick.
I mean, obviously this is fun, getting out there for the first time, but I'm excited for Friday night when we can finally play an actual real game.
It's all exciting, you know. It's been a while, so it was fun to get out there tonight, and I'm excited for Friday, and then it all starts.
Hopefully the Hawks can keep that same energy for their first game on Friday.
After an injury-ridden first season at Iowa, CJ Frederick, a name you heard, is ready to make an impact on the team.
Men's basketball reporter Lucy Rodine has more on Frederick's journey to the court.
Last season, CJ Frederick never heard his name called. Frederick came into his freshman year with an injury and redshirted. But in Iowa's exhibition game, we finally got a glimpse of the player this team has been raving about for months.
CJ was amazing. You know, he's been doing that in practice, since practice started and since last spring. And I kind of always said that he was one of those guys that surprised me over the spring and summer, and he just kind of showed that tonight.
The preparation during the redshirt season just kind of all came together tonight. A lot of shots up in the gym, a lot of days in the weight room. I believe in myself. My teammates believe in me, and I was able to show that tonight.
And that redshirt year paid off. CJ was 6 for 7 from the field tonight with 18 points, and he played so well that he impressed his roommate and superstar Joe Wieskamp.
I don't think anyone's more excited for him than I am. Right when we got in, we were roommates since the beginning, so you could tell that last year he was come home, he wanted to be out there. And he worked really hard last season. And really took full advantage of that red shirt. So to see him go out there and succeed like he did tonight, it's just great for him, and I think there's more to come.
Tonight might have been the first time CJ's heard his name called, but in the words of Joe Wieskamp, there's more to come. Reporting from Carver Hawkeye Arena, Lucy Rodine, DITV Sports.
You can catch Frederick in his regular season debut this Friday against SIU Edwardsville.
Moving over to women's basketball, the team had a dominant start to their season on Sunday with thanks to senior standout Kathleen Doyle.
That's right, Cade. We have DITV women's basketball reporter Kimberly Bates to tell us more about Doyle's continued success on the court.
After unanimously earning preseason All-Big Ten honors and being named one of 24 Hawkeyes to watch this year, another milestone is being added to this Hawkeyes record books. Senior point guard Kathleen Doyle is just 7 points away from joining the 1,000-point club for women's basketball. One of the team's returning seniors this season, Doyle is entering her senior season with 993 career points and 517 assists. The senior led the Big Ten last season with 7.5 assists per game and ranked 6th in steals per game in Big Ten action. And despite Doyle's own personal successes, she isn't just doing this for herself.
I mean, I think it's just the love that we have for each other, that we just want each other to do so well that there's no time to worry about yourself. So I think that's how we do it.
You all know she leads this team with her enthusiasm, her love of the game, she's a competitor. She's one of those kids that you kind of are glad you have on your team. You don't want to play against her. She's just a real emotional leader for us, and I think we really need that.
It won't take Doyle long to reach 1,000 points, but when she does, she'll be among some of the program's greatest. Reporting from Carver Hawkeye Arena, this is Kimberly Bates with DITV Sports.
Doyle and the rest of the Hawks open their season this Thursday when they take on Florida Atlantic right here at Carver.
So, Cade, I think it's safe to say basketball season is in full swing.
And they're coming in hot.
Check back tomorrow as we turn to football to hear their thoughts on playing Wisconsin this weekend.
Lauren, back to you.
That's all we have for you on this Tuesday morning edition of DITV. Be sure to head over to dailyiowan.com for all your latest news between Monday and Friday. If that isn't enough for you, be sure to check out the Daily Iowan on print, the print edition on stands now. For DITV News, I'm Lauren Burrell. Have a great day, Iowa City.